then advancing your career, your academic career, often requires extremely high flexibility and commitment. So, how do you balance this with your personal life? So, if you ever found yourself torn between advancing your career and nurturing your personal life, this is a really big challenge. One of our biggest challenges. We have to have geographic flexibility. I've seen, postdocs having to move or even switch countries. I went to China from the U.S. and I ended up staying in China for 10 years after my postdoc. It wasn't expected, but I did. So you may have to move a lot, maybe not at the same university, so or not even in the same country. And then there's the time commitment. This was totally different in China and Russia. So the work expectations can be different depending on the country you go to as well. And then you may feel there's a lack of control, even if you're at your best, your project might still fail. That's just the nature of science. And so, how can you balance this with expectations from family and friends? Well, you should communicate with your family and friends. You should explain to them that you want to spend time with them, and they also want to spend time with you. And they also want to know if you're going to be around the next year as well. So if you're traveling a lot for research, so it's always good to plan ahead and try to make the most of your time with your family and friends. I often go to conferences in the U.S. and I time family visits with my extended family around those times. So that helps me to achieve work-life balance. Another question for everyone. Have you considered how work-life imbalance might be impacting your professional growth and research outcomes? So you may feel this pressure or personal dissatisfaction, and this can impact your professional matters. So intense pressure from multiple sides often leaves us dissatisfied. If there's a lot of pressure on us to publish or get a grant, or have your master's or PhD research succeed. But personal dissatisfaction also has a profound impact on our professional capabilities and performance. So you want to avoid this because it'll limit your creativity. If you're feeling tired and burnt out, you may have lack of energy and lack of motivation, and this translates to lower performance. So I think it's good to have some amount of stress because it actually can enhance productivity. If you don't have any stress at all, then maybe you're not challenged enough. I've seen a productivity curve where an intermediate amount of stress, like a deadline or a goal, can actually help you, be your most productive. And then if there's too much stress, then you lose that productivity. So that there is like a bell-shaped curve with stress and productivity.